Ultimate Warrior. The Viper, Randy Orton.
Oh, man, stay with us because you won't want to miss this. Get ready for the hardware to come out.
Oh, give me that hammer over there.
It'll be Randy Orton against Roman Reigns.
This should be a great matchup.
You want to talk about no holds barred? Tables, ladders, and chairs. They're all not only legal, they're encouraged in a TLC match.
Well, tables, ladders, and chairs always delivers plenty of excitement, plenty of tension, and unpredictable endings.
Two warriors, two superstars, two immense talents. I love it.
And hey, I still can't believe they pay me for this. He's left the ring. This could get interesting.
How about we touch on Randy Orton a bit?
What, if anything, can he do to overthrow the current champion?
Randy Orton has a big chip on his shoulder, folks. Challenger? He's not a stinking challenger. In his mind, he's already the champ.
Oh, a win here would be monumental. Adding gold to your trophy case is the goal of every superstar and diva. As far as signature finishing moves go in the WWE, Randy Orton's RKO gets a lot of attention, and rightfully so. But his running punt kick to an opponent's head deserves its share of attention too, because that move is every bit as brutal and bone-crunching as the RKO.
Randy Orton has found an answer here. It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. Well, King, you definitely have a point there.
Of course I do.
The RKO might be the better known of Orton's finishers, but the Apex Predator's punt kick has ended plenty of matches by itself.
Right.
I know we've both seen him use it countless times, and it's rare an opponent can recover from it. Randy's running punt kick is just devastating.
Right. It's a finisher that's not used to just take you down. It's used to take you out. I mean, the Viper is looking to do a massive amount of damage when he plants that kick to the side of your head. And that's usually exactly what happens.
When you see Randy Orton, you're looking at a third-generation superstar. He's been known as the Legend Killer, the Viper, and the Apex Predator. Those are all appropriate for the man who can uncoil at any moment and end an opponent with the RKO.
Yeah, you're right. Randy Orton has been known as devious, cold, and calculated. And all of those things are true. He sees opponents as not just someone in a ring he needs to defeat, but someone he must eliminate, sometimes for good. He's not called the Apex Predator for nothing.
The ring may not be big enough for what's about to unfold here.
Are you kidding me? This entire arena may not be big enough.
King, Randy Orton goes in that ring and takes care of business. He's not worried about making friends or people liking him on social media. Randy Orton wants to dominate this business, and if he has to do it one RKO at a time, he will.
And there they go again. Getting back into the ring now.
Oh, Roman Reigns wants some air here.
Michael, when you mention Randy Orton's views, you're definitely right. Randy's not in WWE to make friends or gain any form of acceptance from anyone. The Viper is intent on dominating his opponents and winning as much WWE gold as he can possibly hold.
He wants no part of the outside.
And I don't blame him. Nothing good ever happens outside the ring. Randy Orton joined WWE in 2002, and by the end of 2003, he had already lifted his first title. And since then, not a year has gone by when he hasn't had at least a hand in holding or competing for one of the company's major championships. The Viper has been at the peak of this profession for a very long time.
High risk. Roman Reigns is going high risk. Watch out!
There was no hesitation there. This one's all business.
Oh, Roman Reigns wants some air here. It's the longevity and consistency of Randy Orton that King talked about, which has turned him from a legend killer into simply a legend. Whether we've always condoned his tactics is debatable, but King, we can't take away his success.
Well, you're right, Michael. The Apex Predator has only gotten better with age. Some would say like a fine wine. Anytime we thought he may have taken a step backwards or gone too far, here he comes again to win another championship. So you're right. It's hard to debate Orton's success. People will be telling their grandkids about Randy Orton. That's for sure.
Is going high risk. Off the top rope. One of the things we can say for certain about Randy Orton is that he possesses one of the most vicious, quick-hit finishers in WWE.
Yeah, man.
King, I'm talking, of course, about the RKO, the deadliest of all his weapons.
Wow, he's still down after that.
Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match.
It's the way I always used to do it. Look at this.
Heads up the ladder.
Michael, you brought up Randy Orton's RKO finisher before, and you hit the nail on the head. It might be the best quick strike move out there. The Viper can hit you at any place, any time.
We have the crowning of a new champion.
Here's your winner
Oh my gosh, new champion. And will things in the... Roman Reigns is so dominant, so powerful, so dangerous. He's an unstoppable physical force that backs down from no one.
Well, if you like offense, you're going to get it in this one.
It's go time, people.
But hey, by the sounds of it, this crowd is ready for anything that happens tonight.
Randy Orton climbing up. Look at that cold gaze of the Viper. What must he be thinking in this match? Well, it's never easy to take down a champ. What kind of attack should he mount?
Randy Orton has a big chip on his shoulder, folks. Challenger, he's not a stinking challenger. In his mind, he's already the champ.
He's come a long way, and he stands on fate's doorstep, hoping he can walk through the door. We'll see if he can get it done here tonight. Randy Orton joined WWE in 2002, and by the end of 2003, he had already lifted his first title. And since then, not a year has gone by when he hasn't had at least a hand in holding or competing for one of the company's major championships. The Viper has been at the peak of this profession for a very long time.
Wow! If he keeps this up, this could be over quick.
Oh, Roman Reigns wants some air here. Well, well, well. That's the first time tonight we've seen that move.
I wouldn't mind seeing it a little more often.
It's the longevity and consistency of Randy Orton that King talked about, which has turned him from a legend killer into simply a legend. Whether we've always condoned his tactics is debatable, but King, we can't take away his success.
Well, you're right, Michael. The Apex Predator has only gotten better with age. Some would say like a fine wine. Anytime we thought he may have taken a step backwards or gone too far, here he comes again to win another championship. So you're right, it's hard to debate Orton's success. People will be telling their grandkids about Randy Orton, that's for sure.
He's starting to stagger a bit. He's a true champion. I suspect he has plenty of fight left in him.
And at this point, it looks to me like this match is as even as it could get.
Well, it's hard to argue that, but I'd say this one could go either way. You can bet that the crowd knows the history of Randy Orton, a third-generation superstar. Fans know Randy truly is the Viper, the Apex Predator, and a man who is so cunning and so lethal he can achieve whatever goal he sets for himself, and has throughout his WWE career.
He's going for it all.
This could be it.
The ring may not be big enough for what's about to unfold here.
Are you kidding me? This entire arena may not be big enough.
And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him. Careful what you wish for. It can get real ugly outside the ring.
And these guys are real ugly. King, WWE fans have heard the name Orton ring through arenas for more than 50 years. When it comes to the Apex Predator, it doesn't get much more sadistic than Randy Orton and the people with us live at WWE events. And those watching at home know it.
Well, the fans certainly know where Randy Orton came from. A third-generation superstar, grandson of the Big O, and son of WWE Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob.
The Ace!
Yeah, the Ace. It's not an accident that Randy Orton is one of the greatest men in this business. And he'll tell you, it was his destiny. And you can bet that WWE fans fear Randy Orton, and they respect Randy Orton.
Getting his attention with a vicious strike. I think this man means business.
You know, they can spend all day outside the ring if they want, Cole.
Yeah, and thank goodness, I don't think this official can count to 10.
Really pushing his opponent to the limit here.
He is slowly getting dissected. One of the things we can say for certain about Randy Orton is that he possesses one of the most vicious, quick-hit finishers in WWE.
Yeah, man.
King, I'm talking, of course, about the RKO, the deadliest of all his weapons.
He's not exactly popping up to his feet here.
Well, what do you expect, Michael? Did you see what just happened? Back inside now.
He almost took his head off with that lariat.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Well, I don't blame him. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight. Michael, you brought up Randy Orton's RKO finisher before, and you hit the nail on the head. It might be the best quick strike move out there. The Viper can hit you at any place, any time. And when he does, we're talking about lights out situation. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
He wants no part of the outside.
And I don't blame him. Nothing good ever happens outside the ring.
What an attack. Take it from me, there's never a good place or a good time to get hit. WWE's not like other sports where you call a timeout after a major hit. The match goes on.
Well, the list of superstars who succumbed to Randy Orton's RKO finisher reads like a who's who of Hall of Famers. Mick Foley, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Boom! Punt kick.
There's the finishing move. Don't know if you have anything left after that.
Oh, man, he's got to figure out a way to counterattack here. Take it from a king. They have to do a lot more than that for the honor of being called the champion. He's pulling out all the stops tonight. Boy, he just got laid out.
The fight's being brought right to him.
No kidding, this is tough.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
He's spending more time outside the ring than in it.
Now back to the ring.
Oh, to the outside he goes, where anything can happen, and usually does.
Yeah, and usually happens to our announce table. You better move your crown, King. A fever pitch is here in the WWE Universe.
You're right about that. The crowd is buzzing. They're ready for this thing to get underway.
The ascent begins. He's so close. He can probably taste the victory right now.
Oh, come on, put some muscle into it.
Absorbing a little bit of punishment here. Nothing to be overly concerned about, though. Back in the ring again. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, one of these competitors will leave here tonight as the new champion.
And Cole, you can only imagine the party that will ensue later on tonight, the victory party. You think we'll be invited?
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Well, that's a strategy you have to always have in the back of your head, Cole. If you ever see a weakness in your opponent, you got to jump on it. Stay down! Stay down!
Watch out! Take a look at that again.
Looks like he's having trouble staying in the ring. I'm not sure if he knows where he is right now.
High risk. Roman Reigns is going high risk.
He's spending more time outside the ring than in it.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
I think you're right, Cole. This should be good. Oh, he's in trouble now. Look at this. And we see it one more time. Randy Orton showing some adversity right now.
What type of competitor is favored when you step outside the ropes, King?
Well, in my opinion, the more vicious, the more destructive person that's willing to do absolutely anything to hurt his opponent, regardless of the consequences, he has the advantage.
Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup. Expanding the repertoire with that move.
It looks like we're going to see what kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Me too. I've given up even trying to figure out what they're going to do next. I'm just sitting back watching and enjoying. Higher and higher.
He's literally touching victory right now.
Any second, that thing's coming down.
The challenger in some big trouble here. There's a good chance he can't recover from this.
You know, given how many times he's gone to his finisher, you'd think he'd be in better shape right here.
Man, I got to say, these guys are going at it tooth and nail. And at this point, there's no way to pick a clear winner.
And Roman Reigns is your winner.
Here's your winner and the new WWE Champion, Roman Reigns.
Another win on the resume.
There's nothing more pure than picking up a win in a good old-fashioned one-on-one fight.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive win.